Compared to your excavator, your buckets may seem cheap, however these are still an investment. Continue watching as we go over the top 5 things to check on your bucket before you start using them. The first one is one a lot of operators are guilty for, and that's leaving debris, concrete and other aggregates to build up inside the bucket, sticking to the outside edge. First of all, this covers up any cracks or any holes that could easily be repaired with a very cost-effective solution if seen early enough. However, if you leave them, these cracks could develop and ultimately split or completely ruin your bucket to the point you need to buy a new one. Not only does it look after your buckets, but it also looks after your excavator. Just having extra weight, such as concrete or mud or rocks inside your buckets, just means your excavator has to work that little bit harder while digging. Also, you're losing capacity out of your bucket. If there's already materials in here, then it means less materials can actually be dug out in one go, which means you're just reducing your efficiency that little bit. The second point to check is your bucket pins and the bosses within the buckets. Just make sure these are not worn excessively to the point there's any pitting or divots within the buckets, and make sure the bucket pins are not rattling around too much within the bosses. A little bit of movement on these bucket pins just means that the wear is going to be excessive to the point there is going to be a lot of movement very quickly. If your bucket pins have little divots, this means that it could wear down your hitch excessively and also the bushes within the excavator arm itself. Not only do you need to check for wear on your bucket pins, but you also need to check that there's no excessive amounts of grease on your bucket pins. It's worth just giving them a clean off, as this grease can harbour dirt and grit, which will increase the wear on your hitch and on your excavator. If your pins are greasable, make sure you do grease the pins each time you use them. The third point is on the action end of the buckets. This is your teeth, your blade, or even your lip plate of the bucket themselves. For teeth, make sure there's no obvious cracks. If they're on cat style teeth with tips and adapters, make sure that the tooth is not worn past, so you're wearing out the adapter itself. Make sure there's no excessive amounts of play, although some play is normal on a cat style tooth. If you've got bolt-on bucket teeth like this one's here, make sure they're tight and none of the bolts or nuts have come loose. And the same is for a bolt-on blade, make sure the bolts are there and they're all tight. The other thing to check on a bolt-on blade is just make sure that the blade itself is not worn back, so you're wearing out the lip plate instead of the blade itself. If it is, and it's a dual-sided blade, make sure to take it off, spin it round and start using the back edge of the blade. If you are using a bucket without blade or teeth, which is not advisable, for example on this bucket here, the lip plate itself is worn back, so you could never put teeth or a blade back on this bucket, meaning the lip plate of this bucket needs to be replaced, which, let's be honest, will be less cost effective than just replacing the bucket itself. Not only are you wearing out the lip plate at this point, but you're also wearing out the front leading edge and the welds, which are structural welds to hold the side plates and the lip plates together, meaning this is typically where you see the peel back of the bottom of the bucket away from the shell itself. By this point, your bucket is definitely useless and ready for the scrap pile. Point number 4 is to check for any cracks or weld failures within your bucket. As mentioned previously, if your bucket is full of dirt, you are not going to be able to see these very easily. However, checking around the bucket where any two components are welded together, this could be the shell, the lip plate, or even the hangers themselves, don't show any cracks or failures. If there are any hairline cracks, these can be very quickly welded back together and a simple repair. However, once they fail, your bucket is inevitably ready for the scrap. Now on to point number 5. Buckets are inevitably gonna wear out. You're using metal against abrasive ground and aggregates, so the chances are the metal is gonna wear away. At this point, you'll start to see holes in the back of the bucket. Now, if you can catch this before, you can then just put some armoured plating on the back and the bottom of the bucket to make sure you don't wear through all the way. Typically, if you see holes in your buckets, it means you've done well and you have looked after your bucket for a long time. It's up to you if you decide to weld or replace for a new bucket. If you do need a new bucket, remember Rhinox has buckets and attachments in stock for immediate dispatch. You can buy online with the web addresses down below, or give our sales office a call. There you have it, the top 5 things to keep your buckets lasting longer. For more excavator maintenance tips and guides, click here, and don't forget to like and subscribe so you don't miss another video from Rhinox. The second I'm getting old.